Welcome to Crochet Dear Hearts Pumpkin Tutorial Part 1. In this tutorial you will learn how to slip knot, how to chain, and how to half double crochet. You will need some worsted weight yarn in the color of your choice. You will need a crochet hook, 5mm. You'll need some darning needles and some scissors. Let's get started. Alright, so the first step is the slip knot. Now to make your slip knot, you're going to take your yarn. Now I kind of hold it in my hand like this, and you're going to wrap it around your index and middle finger and make an X. Okay, so I'll show you that again. So I'm holding it like this, wrap it around like an X. Okay, then you're going to take your crochet hook and you're going to go underneath this part. So underneath this part, you're going to pull this one underneath, around, and then you can close it off like that. So let me show that to you again. So again, I'm holding it, wrap it around your two fingers like an X, slide your hook underneath this part, pull this one underneath, up and around, and there you go. Alright, so now that you have your slip knot, you can start working on your chain. Now the first thing I want to mention is your tension. That was the hardest part for me to learn as a new crocheter. What I want to advise you is not to crochet too tightly because it will make it so much harder. That's what I used to do. I used to be a really, really tight crocheter, and it just would make projects really difficult for me. So as you can see, my loop here is sliding nicely on my hook. Alright, so to make your chain, you're going to take your yarn, you're going to yarn over. So you're going underneath and you're yarning over. So pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so yarn over and then you're going to pull through this loop. Okay, and I kind of use my index finger here to kind of slide things around to make it a little bit easier. So you're yarning over and pull through your loop. Yarn over, pull through your loop. Yarn over, pull through your loop. Something else I want to mention is not to get too caught up in how my hands look as I'm doing this. Everybody kind of holds their crochet hook a little bit differently. I hold mine like this. Some people actually hold their crochet hooks like this. So you do whatever's comfortable for you. Hold your yarn in your other hand how it's comfortable for you. So you're going to keep going until you reach 32. So as you can see, you're going to count each little kind of V as a stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep going until you reach 32 and we'll meet back here. Alright, so now that you have your 32 chains, we're going to move on to the next part. Next part is a half double crochet. To make a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over and you're going to insert your hook into the second chain from your hook. Okay, so you're going to yarn over. Let's start that over here. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into your second chain, yarn over again, and then you're going to pull under this loop, pull up a loop here. We're going to have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over once more and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over again, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your chain, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 loops. So you're going to keep doing this all the way across. Now, if you make a mistake, do not worry. Part of learning how to do a new craft, any craft, actually part of learning anything, is that you make mistakes. And you're going to have to undo part of it. I know, it's the worst. I remember hating taking some of my work apart because it felt like I was just going backwards and I was impatient and I just wanted to finish it. But I promise you, if you take the time and be patient and learn it properly, it'll really benefit you in the end. Okay, so you're yarning over, insert into your stitch or your chain, yarn over again, pull up a loop, 3 chains on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now, if you make a mistake, all you do, really, really easy, all you do is pull your yarn. Okay, now if you made a mistake, let's say all the way back here, you would just rip back until you get to the stitch that you made the mistake in. Okay, this is where going too tight would be really difficult. So you want to keep your stitches fairly loose. Okay, so you're going to go all the way across. And at the very end, you're going to count, and you're going to make sure that you have 31 stitches. Okay, so keep doing that, and we will meet back here when you're at the end of your round. All right, so now that you've got one full row stitched, you're going to count and make sure that you have all your stitches there. And then what you're going to do, we're going to chain one. So the same way that you did your chain to begin. Now this is just to bring your row up. So you're going to chain one. Okay, and then you're going to turn your work over. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit hard to see here. But your stitches at the top kind of form a V, and there's 2 loops. Okay, sorry, this is really bad lighting. Okay, so you see how there's 2 loops. Okay, so you've got your chain one, and now you're going to half double crochet across. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to insert your hook into the first chain. Sorry, the first stitch, I should say. You want to make sure that you're underneath both of those stitches. Yarn over, pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert into here again, your second chain, or your second stitch. Okay, just make sure always that you're going through both of those strands. Pull up, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and you're going to work your way across again. Now when you get to the end, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and crochet across. At the very end of each row, you're going to be counting to make sure that your stitches are even. So you have the same amount of stitch in each row. Now, I also urge you to make sure that you do this part. I used to get lazy and not count, and the next thing I know, I'd be at the very end of my project, something wasn't right, and then I'd realize that my mistake was way at the beginning, and I would have to undo my entire project. So do not do that. Learn from my laziness and my impatience, and count at the end of each row. Okay, so you're gonna just keep yarning over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 stitches on your hook, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So you're going to keep doing this until you have 12 rows. So as you can see here, you've got 2, 1, and 2. You're going to keep going until you have 12 rows. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And this weekend, I will film the part 2, and I'll show you how to stitch up your pumpkin and stuff it and make the ridges and all that fun stuff. So I hope that all made sense. This is my first time making a tutorial. And yeah, again, if you have any questions at all, just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to help you.